what is your unforgettable trip experience, Travis?
Ooh,
What brought you there?
that's a great question.
Was it love?
Yeah.
You're going to hate yourself a little bit, but you'll get over it. Yeah, fuck off.
Hi friends! Our favorite duo seem to have just dropped another gem and the internet's understandably in meltdown mode. So apparently, our NFL hunk Travis Kelce may have just let it slip, like accidentally on purpose style, that he and Taylor Swift are actually already living together. Yep, you heard that right. They're not just playing house, they are the house, a sweet little family of their own. During a recent chatty moment on his New Heights podcast, Trav casually threw in something about chimneys and furniture. Chimneys, plural, furniture together? Friends, that's not bachelor pad talk, that's we split the IKEA bill and fought over throw pillows talk. Fans didn't need a neon sign to connect the dots, of course. He said we, not me, loud and clear. And when a man says we, you best believe there's at least a toothbrush and a silk robe involved. And if we rewind to the holiday season, insiders whispered that Taylor basically moved into his Kansas City mansion for the cozy months. I'm talking a $6 million estate where apparently she was living her best Hallmark movie life. Candles lit, snow falling, Travis probably in flannel. Now they've been hiding out from the public eye lately. No surprise there, considering Swift just wrapped her tour and Kelce's offseason is in full do not disturb mode. But while we were all thinking they were laying low, turns out they've been in full domestic bliss mode. Sources say they're out here doing couple workouts like it's a TikTok challenge, and Trav's been brushing up on his soft touch massage game so he doesn't accidentally crush her like a linebacker. Adorable, right? And of course, Taylor's still the queen of cozy breakfasts. She's reportedly all about her eggs, yogurt, and that frothy latte to start the day right. Meanwhile, Travis is channeling peak boyfriend energy, serving up those massages and living that slow mornings life with her. And speaking of slow mornings, nothing demolishes the vibe faster than a political buzzkill dropping unsolicited hot takes like it's Twitter in 2013. Mr. President, who apparently thinks he moonlights as a pop culture critic, woke up and chose delusion again, randomly blasting Taylor online like she personally unplugged his tanning bed. The man legit claimed that Taylor Swift isn't hot anymore because he decided he didn't like her. What in the expired bronzer is going on? Naturally, Travis is not having it. Insiders say our NFL golden boy is fuming, like punching the air can't find his headband kinda mad. Apparently he's so ticked off, he's now turning this whole drama into preseason gym fuel. One source said he's planning to train like it's the Super Bowl of petty. Bench-pressing bitterness, sprinting on the treadmill of rage, fueled entirely by orange-flavored nonsense. Now, Kelce can't clap back publicly because, duh, no one wants him getting into a roast battle with a commander-in-chief. But word is, he's pacing around the house, jaw clenched, possibly muttering into his protein shake like, "Try me again, spray-tan Gandalf." He wants to defend Taylor like a knight in Under Armour, but sources say he knows going full gladiator on the timeline would just turn it into even more of a circus. So what's the move? Suppressed rage and motivational reps, friends. Insiders are saying Trav's using the whole thing to push himself harder in the gym, probably envisioning Mr. Prez's face on the tackling dummy. Meanwhile, Taylor probably somewhere sipping matcha, unbothered while her man simmers like a cast iron skillet left on high. Straight from clenching his jaw to flashing his pearly whites for fans who just dropped 15 grand on Taylor Swift merch. Yep, you heard that right. Moving ahead, our man Travis is suddenly giving off full-blown charity gala Ken vibes in Vegas, rubbing shoulders with high rollers and autograph hunters at Patrick Mahomes' Swanky Do. The event? Oh, just Mahomes' annual flex fest called 15 and the Mahomies, where the rich and semi-famous gather to golf, schmooze, and casually auction off a 6-string beauty blessed by Taylor Swift herself. The guitar? Black, dramatic, moody. Basically, if a heartbreak could be strummed, this was it. It even had the words the Tortured Poets Department scribbled on it, which honestly sounds like a group chat where Taylor, Lana Del Rey, and an emotional cactus share sad memes. Anyway, Travis, ever the showman, faked like he was going to bid on it, but let's be real, he probably whispered, "I already own the original," before casually strutting back with that signature Kelce smirk. Then, just when everyone thought he might actually flex his wallet, he hits him with the fake out of the night and lets the real MVPs, some lucky couple who probably blacked out from excitement, walk away with the prize. Of course, our man Travis wasn't going to let them enjoy their moment without sprinkling in some extra sparkle. Insiders say he turned on that NFL charm dial to max, like full-blown MVP mode off-season swagger type of deal, as he cheesed it up for pics like he was starring in a GQ spread shot on iPhones. Suit? So crisp, it probably made a swish sound when he moved. Beard? Lined to such perfection you'd think a NASA laser was involved. While the crowd was busy bidding, Travis and Mahomes were seen perched next to each other like prom dates at the gala, soaking in the speeches and probably planning their next bromance-fueled vacation. Of course, this charity gig wasn't all tuxedos and tear-jerkers. There was also a poolside party with Rob Riggle, Von Miller, and Johnny Manziel showing up like it was the Super Bowl of tan lines. Kelce managed to bounce from that to a New Heights podcast meltdown over the NFL's new Travel from Hell schedule. Brazil? Thanksgiving in Texas? Sir, you signed up for football, not a season of The Amazing Race. And just like that, we're swapping pool parties and podcast rants for golf carts and mom hugs. Jason Kelce is living his retired best life and apparently said I do to the love of his life. Nope, not Kylie. We're talking golf. Yup, the man just locked it down with a golf club in Sullivan County, and mom, Donna Kelce, is basically throwing confetti on Instagram, calling the move way cool, like a proud middle schooler watching her kid win the spelling bee. I mean, she's legit beaming harder than Travis during a Taylor Swift bridge. Jason, who spent his entire career bulldozing dudes as the Eagles center, has now graduated to bulldozing bunkers. According to insiders, he's been flirting with golf for years, and now that he's hung up the cleats, he's decided to take things next level, which in Kelce terms means becoming a minority owner and probably designing a beer cart with a Bluetooth speaker and hoagie holder. Dude's living the suburban dad dream, and we love that for him. But wait, it gets better. Jason's not just throwing golf balls around, he's dabbling in real estate like he's one open house away from becoming HGTV's next star too. Word is, he's got properties all over Pennsylvania, possibly hiding from fans who still refuse to accept his retirement. Though he's done with suiting up on Sundays, he hasn't ghosted football entirely. He's still yapping NFL hot takes with Travis on the New Heights podcast, like two uncles arguing at Thanksgiving, except this time, the stuffing is their millions of followers. And if that wasn't enough wholesome Kelce core, Jason's wife Kylie just hit us right in the feels at the Eagles Autism Symposium. She gave a powerful speech about autism awareness, promising to keep spreading the message loud and proud on her own podcast, Not Gonna Lie. And speaking of podcast queens, let's talk about Kayla Nicole, who just hit the I'm thriving not crying era harder than a Beyoncé bass drop. Kayla's pulling up to the Beyoncé concert dressed like a rhinestone cowgirl with a PhD in glow-ups. Denim miniskirt? Check. White button-up? Check. Black cowgirl boots and a matching hat that screams Don't Call Me Travis's Ex? Double check. The cherry on top? That bold blue jewelry giving major new main character energy. She posted her Renaissance tour pics with 3 horse emojis, and insiders say that was basically code for I'm not horsing around anymore, I run this rodeo. Forget sad playlists and cryptic stories. Kayla's here to serve looks, reclaim her narrative, and stomp all over your pity with those sharp boots. The girl's not just moving on, she's galloping away with what some call grace and good lighting. Now let's get one thing straight. Kayla didn't come to play nice with headlines. In a guest chat on Second Wind, she threw a little shade at the media buffet that picks one sad sentence out of a deep convo and runs wild like it's juicy gossip. She basically said, "Y'all took my heartbreak and turned it into a soap opera I didn't even audition for." Can you blame her? Home girls out here dropping wisdom, and all anyone hears is devastated ex like it's 2019. But wait, there's more! She's even got her own podcast now, Pre-Game, where she kicks it with guests like you're pre-gaming for emotional clarity instead of kickoff. Add to that her fitness brand, Tribe Therapy, where she's sweating it out for mental and physical wellness, and it's clear Kayla now wants to write her own playbook. Sources say she's not just building a brand, she's building a legacy, minus the ex drama and plus an impressive wardrobe. So next time someone tries to reduce her to a headline, they better be ready, because Kayla's serving Beyoncé energy with a side of potential watch me win. What do you think? Is it the beginning of something new and grand for Kayla? Share your thoughts in the comments below. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.